Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Pokemon Black from the Magnificent 12 Let's Play here on the HeavyPix channel. Well, this is the final arc. This is the last official arc of the game because we've beaten all 8 gym leaders. We've conquered, we went through mountains, we went through land, we went through sea, we went through air, we went through a lot of things. And in this episode, it is about time that we actually got our hands on other stuff as well. Pay no heed to the second Master Ball I seem to call, because there's a reason why we're doing this. Believe me, there's a lot of reasons why we're getting the second Master Ball at this point. Also, I want to point out, this is the last arc. From now until pretty much the end of the LP, which is not going to be very long, because I know for a fact this game is I've been holding off this last arc because there's only a few episodes remaining in this entire LP before we get to the Elite Four and to everything else. Because technically we have to go through the northern part. So now we go for the final route of the game, which is before we move on. Basically, there's a big storm going on at Route 7. We'll investigate that in due time. All we need to do first is to we need to head to Route 10. By the way, watch out, this is a specialist route. These contain specialty Pokemon. And from here on out towards the end of the game, you'll get Pokemon that you can't normally get in the other routes. So keep it on this one. Also, watch out for funguses in this route. They take the place of wild Pokemon, and although we already have them, chances are you don't want to. This is the Voltorb situation. You don't want to go through that again. So, that's also a fungus. So that's my stupid part on my end. So yeah, we're heading towards Victory Road. That is our objective in this episode, or at least we're trying to get our hands on it. Damien finds a full heal. We have our strong team by now. You probably noticed we have our 3 starters. We have the Electros, we have Archops, and we have, of course, the mighty Escadrille. Starting off with, you'll probably notice that all the trainers in this route have very powerful Pokemon. But they have got fully evolved. This is Scrafty, of course. Fully evolved form from Scraggy's fully evolved form, and used to be this game's best bloody thing. That was until Gen 6 came along and effectively ruined Scrafty's potential by making him a double weak to Fairy, which is a stupid move. Anyway, Electric comes in, which is the evolved form of Tynamo, if I probably may introduce you to. Mindfu probably kick things off with a close combat, with a calm mind. And I focus on my specialty, because this Electric, sad to say, this is technically kind of altered. I'm sorry, but I need a very powerful sweeper, and this thing is and of course, Electros. This Pokemon is the potential to become a fucking menace. The only Pokemon in the game with no weaknesses. Problem is, though, he is so slow. He knows pretty much everything, though. And that's going to be the advantage here, as I already taught it Thunderbolt, and I've taught it Grass Knot. So, essentially, I'm just going to make sure this gets plenty. Oh, by the way, I had to make some adjustments, as it were. Don't worry, though, we're on the final legs of the game. So, essentially, that's it. There's a lot of high, powerful class trainers here. Some pretty nifty ones. This is of course, as you probably notice, is the final route of the game. This is where all the this is where all the best trainers come along. This is where all those that won the 10 challenges, won the 8 gyms, all come to test their mettle because Victory Road looms. When Victory Road looms, yeah, you get difficulty anyway. Starting off with Fracture, we begin with Escadrille. Escadrille is the most powerful of all the anti-dragons. Because he's banned too. He's too powerful. Yeah, I know, believe me. He is so freaking powerful. Oh, that was a freaking first one, which is Fracture. Next up is a Asselgore, which is the fully evolved form. I believe. What was he with fully evolved form? Because they exchange it. Oh, he's Shelgun. That I think he's Carabat. No, he's the. Shit, I know. I can't remember the name. Oh, it's that stupid shell thing. So yeah, point out electric, and pretty strong enough to know what to do by now. Yeah, the Samurott is a bit different. Also specials based, what you expect. A lot of these things you don't see in the future. I know this for a fact. They changed the specifics. Special base superior for the future, and a physical base frickin' Samurott. That's still a good idea technically, the physical base one. Still the more interesting choices here. Another trainer here in this route. Best around? I don't really think so, because all the trainers in this route are all veterans and they're all very powerful. Starting off with her, she chooses up Maractus. I choose up my powerful Embor. I still don't have Flare Blitz. This thing's most powerful move. I'll have to wait till later before I figure that one out. But Flame Charge is still effective, and it still increases my speed. It's still the most effective move on this bit. Alamolo, whatever the fuck that. Alomomola. I still can't say the damn thing right. Just send out the electric. It's the only bloody way you can actually do fantastic. See if I can knock it out with a freaking. Yeah, it's chosen to dive, which really doesn't do much damage. It's got some decent stats. It's a good place to begin, but it's the only Pokemon with no weaknesses. It's still the only Pokemon with no fucking weaknesses. Just because the one with weaknesses is now declined because it used to be Sableye and that evil Spiritomb. And they got nerfed. So technically the only one that's still powerful enough now is this thing. And of course, Jesus Christ, it took an X-Scissor and fainted. So that's how powerful Excadrill is, essentially. But we're not done yet. Not quite. Technically, there's gotta be something on this route. And yep, I knew it. Cheren wants a final fight alongside Bianca. So essentially, so now Cheren challenges you to one final battle. Thank God, two. This is the last battle you'll be facing Cheren. He just sends out 4 of his creatures. He starts off with Unpheasant. He has an electric to start off with. And what you're supposed to do here? Simple. Thunderbolt his ass. I mean, he'll use Razor Whip, but I'm knocking it out straight out of the park with freaking Thunderbolt. See? It's too weak, as it were. Which is like a 4,000 experience, 43. Still a lot better. Now he'll send out his superior next, which is Q for us to swap out to our Embor. Which is gonna be our major ticket here. Am I gonna be able to use a major move I can think of? The only thing I'll probably use right here is trying to use Coil here. Since in this one, it's not pretty good. So, and it'll now boost its attack. Oh, it has leftovers? That's an unusual choice. It's legit battle strategy, starring Cheren. And I'm gonna kick this guy's ass. Indeed, let's go with the stab move to hurt his flame. And I'm hoping he'll be burnt. No, he'll just use leftover damage. It's an interesting choice there. Wasn't expecting leftovers on this guy, to be honest. Although Barry used leftovers for his Snorlax, that's still an effective combination. Oh crap. Now there's a legit reason to use the frickin' attack there. So I need to pretty much hit him again with a flame charge, and if I don't get him, he's gonna get me with a frickin' slam attack. Really gonna be effective. That's the end of this. That's the end of Superior here. And now he'll send his Semi-Pour, which I believe I'll send my. Yeah, I'll be sending mine out. No, I'm sending out Archops. Why am I sending out Archops? Well, we'll find out. Yeah, effectively, this thing is quick. Acrobatics combined with his attack is ridiculously high. Only reason why Archops is still not good enough, well, not really good enough to use really, is just the ability of it. It will kill him. So Lipard is his final choice. Let's throw this one out. X-Scissor to knock him senseless. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, that's the end of Cheren for this game. He will not be. Cheren and Bianca will no longer be bothering us for a long time. Thank God for that. Hey, at least he heals our Pokemon effectively. So, yep, now we are the only ones that can challenge the game, so of course Bianca will be giving you max revives. It's just this game's effective way of saying. So exactly. So this is effectively this is the last time they're all together. Remember this? I'll be pointing this out for the sequel since all but the main characters come back for the sequel. It's a shame because I have no idea what really happened to poor old Damien here, and anything will happen. So blah blah blah. Try and get stronger. Just don't get reckless. He'll run off and do something, and then so let's try inspirational. Best foot forward. Right. Okay. Effectively, that is going to be it for this first part of the final arc. In the next episode, we'll conclude getting through this route and head towards Victory Road. See you next time, peoples, and bye!